Hey there, and welcome once again to Comedy in Place. I am still Don McMillan. I'm back in my office today. I'm back in this place. Yesterday, if you watched the show, and by the way, today is Wednesday, April 8th. Yesterday, April 7th, I wasn't in my office. I was actually in the downstairs McMillan guest bathroom, where I unveiled a new statue of the Stinker by Rodin. If you didn't see yesterday's show, it was one of my favorites only because it was actually a little project of mine. I've been thinking about that for a while. I had to gather some materials and build the sculpture that is now in our downstairs bathroom. And I didn't tell my wife or son about it, so I got to kick it up when they saw it. And I think you'll enjoy it too. So check out yesterday's show if you had a chance and you didn't see it. Today, Wednesday, April 8th, much harder day. I couldn't think of anything new to do. There's nothing I woke up with that challenged. It's overcast, kind of a lazy day. So what I did, I went to my notebooks. And I found this in my notebook from 1994. 1994, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. It's in one of the ring binder things, and it is old. And this is paper, by the way, for you millennials. We used to write on it and write my notes on it. But see this story right there? It's about the Pentium chip. And if you remember this, if you're my age, you might remember this. But Intel had a huge problem in 94. Intel was leading the microprocessor revolution, right? They were the major manufacturer of microprocessors that were going into all the systems in all the country. And their flagship product, the Pentium, was released, big fanfare. But then it turned out a couple months in, it had an issue. I'll call it an issue for now. Apparently, every now and then, when you did a division, it would give you the wrong answer. And that's not good in a computer design. It's not good. You know, calculators can usually do division right. A microprocessor should probably do division right. But it was an issue, and Intel, had to deal with that. But it was interesting to me how different people at the time, how they referred to that issue, because it depended on where you worked, what you did, what your job title was. And so, for example, if you were a customer, and this is what I wrote down at the time, if you were a customer of Intel's, you, of course, called it a flaw. It's a flaw. It's not working. It can't do division. If you were AMD, well, our competitors, they have a flawed chip. AMD was all over the word flaw. If you were a hardware designer, like at Intel, it's a bug. It's a bug. What's the big deal? It's a bug. We'll fix it. It'll be out in a couple of weeks, and it'll be fixed. Everybody will forget it. It's a bug. No big deal. Right? If you were a software person, it's a hardware problem. Well, we don't even care. It's a hardware problem. It's we don't have anything to do with it. It's a hardware problem because that's how software people are. If you're in marketing, you refer to the issue as an undocumented feature. If you ever want to make a division error, if that's, if you purposely want to do that, you don't have that ability. It's an undocumented feature. We're thinking about adding this to the specifications just for people who wanted division to be done incorrectly. But for now, it's an undocumented feature. Thank you, marketing, for covering us engineers. Thank you. If you're in management, you called it a challenge. Well, it's a challenge. Rest assured, we have the best interests of our customers in mind. We will address this at a later time, and we'll talk about that management. Always cool as a cucumber. And then finally, if you were in sales, the Pentium issue was an upgrade opportunity, really. Yeah. Oh, if you want a chip that does division correctly, we'll have the Pentium B coming out very shortly. It'll be slightly more expensive than the Pentium A, but you will be able to do division. And that's what we all want, isn't it? So order your Pentium B now. We're taking pre-orders with a little bit of an upcharge, but it's an upgrade opportunity. Don't you love salespeople? They're the best. But I remember this so clearly. I hope you got a kick out of that. The joke I really liked to tell at the time, and I did it on stage for several weeks, was I actually would buy a laptop with the Pentium, with the flaw in it. And here's why. I would go to like Fry's or Best Buy or wherever, and I would buy that laptop and say it was marked 20% off. I'd say, it's 20% off, right? Oh, well, let's do the division on that laptop. Then we'd take the sales price, say $1,600, divide by 20%. It's $6. It's $6. Yes, I'll just take that laptop for $6. Thank you, Pentium division error flaw. So I hope you enjoyed that. That's very nerdy engineering comedy. I hope you enjoyed it. If not, I have a video coming up that's in front of a live audience, so it'll probably be funny. Hope you enjoyed that little flashback. Hope you're doing well. Keep laughing. Here comes your video.
Here's how you know you're an engineer. This happens to me all the time. I'm sitting on the freeway. When the 405 merges with the 5, I think it should become the 410. Right? It should be mathematically correct, right? Where the 134 merges with the 210, the 344. How hard is that? And even better, where the 405 meets the 10 there, it actually is infinity because you can't get there. It's not possible. Just go around and go home. You'll never, ever get there.